Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about something that could put some serious cash in your pocket in 2025. Up to $1,750 in stimulus checks. That's right. Anthony Lane dropped this bombshell on March 19th, 2025, and it's got people buzzing from Alaska to New Jersey and everywhere in between. With the economy still throwing curveballs, states and the feds are stepping up with financial relief programs, and if you play your cards right, you could snag one of these payments. But you've got to act fast because deadlines are creeping up. We're going to break it all down. Where this money's coming from, who's eligible, how to apply, and how to make sure you don't miss out. Whether you're in Anchorage waiting on a fat permanent fund dividend, a renter in Jersey eyeing that Anchor rebate, or someone who got shorted on a past stimulus, this is your guide to grabbing that $1,750 before it's too late. So, grab a drink, settle in, and let's dive into this money-making madness. Oh, and if you love getting the inside scoop on cash like this, stick around to the end and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to keep you posted on more opportunities. Here we go. All right, let's start with the big picture. $1,750 stimulus checks in 2025. How's that even a thing? Well, it's not one single check from one place. It's a mix of state and federal programs designed to help folks like you and me weather tough times. Think of it like a financial lifeline. Money to cover rent, groceries, that unexpected car repair, or even just to stash away for a rainy day. Some of these payments are coming from places like Alaska's Permanent Fund Dividend, New Jersey's Anchor property tax relief, and even the IRS with their recovery rebate credit. The amounts vary: $1,702 here, $1,750 there, $1,400 somewhere else. But depending on where you live and what you qualify for, you could be looking at a nice chunk of change. The catch? You've got to know the rules, meet the deadlines, and apply through legit channels, because scammers are out there trying to cash in on the confusion. Anthony Lane's piece laid it out clear as day. These programs are real. They're happening now, and if you're eligible, you don't want to sleep on this. So, why are these stimulus checks even a thing in 2025? It's all about keeping the economy humming and helping people out when wallets are feeling light. The government's been doing this for years. Think back to those COVID checks in 2020 and 2021. They're like a shot in the arm for everyday folks. Money to pay bills, knock out some debt, or splurge at your local diner, which keeps businesses afloat and jobs alive. This time around, states are taking the lead with their own twists. Alaska's sharing oil wealth, New Jersey's easing property tax pain, California's helping young families, while the IRS is mopping up leftover relief from a few years back. It's a patchwork of programs, but the goal's the same: get cash to people who need it. Fast. And with deadlines like March 31st for Alaska's PFD, or automatic rollouts from the IRS, the clock's ticking to get in on it. Let's break down who's getting this money, because that $1,750 isn't a one-size-fits-all deal. It depends on where you are and what program you're tapping into. First up, Alaska's Permanent Fund Dividend, or PFD. If you're living up in the last frontier, you could score $1,702 in 2025. That's not quite $1,750, but it's darn close, and it's a yearly tradition where Alaska splits its oil revenue with residents. To qualify, you've got to be a full-time Alaskan, lived there all of 2024, no breaks, and you can't have any felony convictions from last year. Plus, you need to have spent at least 72 hours in the state in 2023 or 2024, which is easy if you're already there. Applications are open until March 31st, 2025, So if you're in Anchorage or Juneau, this is your shot. Imagine getting that $1,702 deposited right into your account. Maybe you fix that snowmobile or stock up on heating oil for next winter. It's real money, and it's yours if you meet the rules. Next, let's zip over to New Jersey, where the Anchor program's dishing out up to $1,750 for homeowners and renters. This one's all about property tax relief, and it's a big deal if you're in the Garden State. Homeowners making under $150,000 a year can snag the full $1,750. Boom! That's your stimulus right there. If you're earning between $150,000 and $250,000, you still get $1,000, which isn't shabby. Renters under $150,000, you're looking at $450. Not the max, but still a nice boost. The application window technically closed in December 2024, but payments are still rolling out in 2025. So if you applied, you're in line for that cash. Picture a Jersey family in Newark. Mom and dad own a modest house, make $120,000 combined, and that $1,750 hits their account. That's a mortgage payment or two, or maybe a weekend at the shore. Point is, if you're a Jerseyite, this could be your ticket. Then there's the federal side with the IRS Recovery Rebate Credit, up to $1,400 if you missed out on past stimulus checks. This one's a throwback to 2021, when those $1,400 payments were flying out during the pandemic. If you didn't get yours, maybe you didn't file taxes that year, or the IRS skipped you, you can still claim it in 2025. All you need is to have filed a 2021 tax return and not gotten the full amount back then. The IRS is sending these out automatically now. No extra application needed, as long as your records are straight. Think about it. Maybe you were a college kid in 2021, didn't file because you weren't working much, but now you're due $1,400. That's a laptop, a car down payment, or just some breathing room. Pretty sweet, right? And don't sleep on California, specifically Sacramento County, where the Family First Economic Support Pilot is dropping $700 to $25 checks for low-income families with kids under 5. This one's hyper-local, tied to certain zip codes, so it's not statewide, but if you're in the right spot, it's a lifeline. Imagine a single mom in Sacramento, 2 toddlers in tow, scraping by on a tight budget. That $725 could cover diapers, preschool fees, or a month of gas. It's not the full $1,750, but stack it with something like the IRS credit, and you're getting close. These programs are all over the map, literally, and they're tailored to different needs, but the key is figuring out which ones you fit into. So, how do you actually get this money? Let's walk through the steps, because missing a deadline or messing up the process could leave you high and dry. Step 1. Confirm your eligibility. Each program's got its own rules. Alaska's about residency, New Jersey's about income and property, the IRS is about past taxes, California's about kids and zip codes. Hit up the official sites, irs.gov for the feds, pfd.alaska.gov for the PFD, nj.gov for ANCHOR to see where you stand. Don't guess. Double check. Step 2. Gather your docs. You might need proof you live where you say, like a utility bill or lease, tax returns if it's IRS related, or income statements for New Jersey or California. For Alaska, maybe a driver's license or voter registration to prove you've been there all year. Have it ready, because fumbling this part slows everything down. Step 3. Submit your application. Alaska's PFD. Go to pfd.alaska.gov and file by March 31st, 2025. It's online, quick, and you just plug in your info. New Jersey Encore folks should have applied by December 2024, but if you did, you're set. Check nj.gov for updates. The IRS Recovery Rebate. If you're owed, they're mailing it automatically. But if you need to claim it, file an amended 2021 return at irs.gov. California's pilot? Local Sacramento folks need to apply through county channels. Check their site for details. Always use official government portals. No shady third-party sites promising fast cash, because those are scams waiting to happen. Step 4. Track your payment. The IRS has a Where's My Payment tool at irs.gov. Plug in your Social Security number and see where it's at. Alaska and New Jersey have similar trackers on their sites. If it's delayed, call the helpline. Don't just sit there wondering. Let's talk real-life scenarios to make this stick. Say you're Tom, a 40-year-old in Fairbanks, Alaska. You've lived there your whole life, no felonies, and you've been in-state all year. You hop on pfd.alaska.gov, apply by March 31st, and bam, $1,322 lands in your account by summer. Or you're Lisa, a homeowner in Trenton, New Jersey, pulling in $140,000 a year. You applied for Encore last year, and now $1,750's on its way. Maybe you redo the kitchen or pay off that credit card. Then there's Mike in Ohio. He didn't get his $1,400 stimulus in 2021 because he missed filing. He checks irs.gov, sees he's owed, and the IRS cuts him a check in 2025. These aren't hypotheticals. They're happening right now, and you could be next if you qualify. One big warning: scams are everywhere with this stuff. You'll see ads like, "Get your $1,750 today," from sketchy sites. Don't touch them. Stick to irs.gov, state sites like nj.gov, or pfd.alaska.gov. Anything with a .gov is your safe zone. If someone calls saying, "Pay us $50 to process your stimulus," hang up. The real deal's free and official. And timing's everything. Alaska's March 31st deadline is firm. New Jersey's already closed. The IRS is ongoing, but don't dawdle. Get moving, check your status, and secure that cash. So, there you have it. 1,750 stimulus checks in 2025, from Alaska's PFD to New Jersey's Encore to IRS leftovers and more. It's real money for real people. But you've got to know the game: eligibility, applications, deadlines, and play it smart. Whether it's $1,702, $1,750, or $1,400, it's yours if you act fast. All right, folks, that's the mega rundown. Hope it lit a fire under you to check this out. If you loved this breakdown, or if you're cashing one of these checks, drop it in the comments. And please hit that subscribe button right now. It's the best way to catch more money tips like this. Thanks for sticking with me through this epic guide. See you next time.